Ceruzzi Derby versus Derby litigation. Well, we're past the discussion. We are at the action.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to preempt this by saying we had some, spirited discussion here for quite some time, and this was typed on the mayor's computer, so we didn't come in with anything pre-typed. So I want to get that criticism off the table right now. This is something we just came up with, right now in executive session. So I would like to read this statement into the record, and we will supply copies, for the press and the public when I'm finished. Back in 2005, most of us ran for office on the platform of downtown redevelopment. As many others in this city, we were concerned as to why there was not any progress with the project. Once in office, we were immediately able to knock down the buildings and at least clean up the properties. We also held weekly, sometimes bi-weekly meetings with the developer in order to push this project forward. We secured a $45 million taxing district for the developer to use for building infrastructure. After several months, we realized that the private money the developer promised to the taxpayers just wasn't there. The developer presented the city an amendment to the amended agreement right before the election of 2007, and that was when we made the decision to terminate the contract. As you can see, the developer is once again trying to make our downtown a political issue. After he was fired, he beat his chest, stating he needed $20 million for lost profits. Then, he hinted he invested $4.5 million, and now he offered to settle the litigation for $1.75 million. As he did with the original amendment to the contract prior to the election of 2005, in his attempt at yet another amendment to the contract prior to the election of 2007, the developer uses our downtown as a political hot point. We can assure you, just as we didn't sign the amendment in 2007, we are not rushing into judgment just before the election this year. Rather, we are forced into this position by the 30-day court-imposed time frame. The offer presented to us by the developer includes money we know we owe them per the original contract. Therefore, we feel it is the best interest of the taxpayer to settle this case with the developer for $1.75 million. This money will undoubtedly come back to us once we begin the development of our downtown. Based on the demands of the developer back in April of 2008 totaling $4.5 million, the above settlement is a bargain. He made a more realistic offer, therefore we accepted the agreement. Ceruzzi worked with the city for 7 years, all for $1.75 million. We have been elected by the people to make tough decisions, and that is what we did. Now, with the shadow of the past administration finally lifted, we need to look to the future. We have a collaborative of developers interested in moving Derby forward, and we believe this is the proper way to approach downtown redevelopment, as the project is too big for one developer. We plan to learn from these past mistakes and are poised to make Derby's downtown the center of business we all desire. This is what we deserve. We cannot make further comment on this issue until the court recognizes the acceptance of this offer. Therefore, I would like to make a motion to accept the offer of compromise of $1.75 million.
Second.
Motion has been made by Mr. Hughes, seconded by Mr. Bamba. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any against say nay. For the record, it's a unanimous vote. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Made by Mr. Sills, seconded by Mr. Sevchuk. Beat you to it as usual. Yep.